Trump is right about Ukraine. Russia was provoked. Except it wasn't Ukraine that did the provoking, it was America. America promised no expansion of NATO and then proceeded to expand NATO right up to Russia's border. They meddled in Ukrainian elections, even choosing the president in 2014 and sending the CIA in shortly afterwards to train the Ukrainian military in preparation for war. So what did they expect? Well, they got what they expected. If Russia had done in Mexico even 10% of what America has been doing in Ukraine, Mexico would have been invaded before you could say freedom. That's not to excuse Russia, of course. Invading other countries is wrong. Although it never seems to be when Britain and America or Israel do the invading. But that's another question. The lesson here is never trust an imperialist. America pushed Ukraine into a war it knew they couldn't win. When a Turkish brokered peace deal was on the table right at the start of the war, guaranteeing an end to the war in exchange for Ukrainian neutrality, America and Britain pushed Ukraine to reject it. Boris Johnson flew to Kiev to persuade Zelensky not to accept its terms. They wanted a proxy war. They wanted Ukraine to do their dirty work for them, sacrificing over 1 million lives in the process in order to weaken Russian power. And now America is just walking away, showing they cared not a jot for the people of Ukraine. They were quite happy to use them as expendable pawns in that power play with Russia. And now they're trying to grab as much of their minerals as they can get their hands on. And Britain and Europe? Well, they want to prolong the slaughter. Starmer's been talking about boots on the ground and providing millions more worth of weapons to sacrifice yet more lives. It's disgusting. He talks of a coalition of the willing. A reminder of George Bush's words to describe the last imperialist failure, the war in Iraq, where millions more lives were once again shed for power and resources. Yes, Russian imperialism is shite, but British imperialism is even shiter. Remember that the main enemy is at home. Now, of course, it's the Ukrainians and Palestinians and Iraqis and Afghanis and Syrians and Libyans that have been paying the ultimate price for our country's imperialism. But we've been paying the price too. It's cost billions of pounds at a time when our public services are an absolute disgrace. They seem to have all the money in the world for unlimited war, but when it comes to public services, there's no money left. It's high time we smashed imperialism once and for all. And in Scotland, the best way we can undermine British imperialism is by getting our independence. It would make Britain much weaker. It would remove the billions that we pay towards their wars. And it would mean we could get rid of all the bases in Scotland that they use to fight those wars as well. Free Ukraine, free Palestine, free Scotland.